Porsche 911 GT3 Road Car Not in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpaFed Gaming. I am the OpaFed. We are driving a 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. We're driving it in a hypercar parade at the Trial Mountain Circuit. We're doing 5 laps. We started 16th of 16 cars and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps are decent lengths, so they're going to take a little bit of time to do, but I'd like to discuss a little bit first about VR and non-VR. Now, I started playing Gran Turismo only about 2 years ago, I'd say, and I got my VR headset about a year ago. But all the videos I've put up are in VR. Now, I remember when I first started playing this game, I really had a lot of fun. It was awesome to drive. I loved the graphics and the gameplay was fantastic. And I just couldn't get enough of it. Then when I finally got my VR headset, I was a little worried because I was afraid of losing that enjoyment that I had in driving these races. And I started playing in VR and it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It took a little while to get used to it. And I didn't like all the races right away. I didn't like the dirt races. I was not a fan of driving 10 lappers. 5 was about the most I wanted to do. But slowly over time, as I played more, I started to do more. And I got a little better at it. Then when I got the VR headset, I couldn't believe how much that headset improved the enjoyment of the game. Now, it does not take away from driving in third person like we're doing right now. This is very enjoyable and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's the same thing as driving, I guess, either with a controller or with a steering wheel and pedals. Now, I never played any of these games when I was younger, so I never learned very well. I knew how to play with the controller, but I was not very good at it. I was so bad at it that I wouldn't even bother because there was no enjoyment in it. Then when I grew up, I guess, and when I got this system, I got my own headset and I got the wheels and pedals. I got the whole shebang and we're having nothing but loads of fun and I'm really enjoying it. Now my question is to the viewers, which do you prefer? When you're looking and watching the video, or if you were racing yourself, would you prefer to race in VR or would you prefer to race in third person the way we're doing right now? I don't like on the bonnet. I've tried all the different styles and other than VR, I like the third person so you can see the whole car. Now the pros and cons, there's a lot of different pros and cons, but the main difference between VR and third person, I find, is in third person you see more. You see the whole track, you see everything. You see all the cars where they are at all times, even when you're partially by them. In VR, you miss out on a lot of that. Your dash takes up a lot of the screen, and even if, depending on which way you're looking, the roof inside the cab takes up part of your screen. So there are pros and cons to it, but there's also, you know, a lot of pros for playing with the headset. So I'm just curious, what do the viewers like? If you're playing, do you like it in third person or do you like it in VR? And if you are just viewing the video, do you like it in third person VR? If you could drop a line, that'd be awesome. I would really like to know what the people out there think. Anyhow, as we're finishing our second lap. With racing like this, the other thing that I like is because you can see so much more of the track, it's a little bit easier, I find, to go faster. Because you can see problems coming up a little bit quicker than on the headset. On the headset, it's a little bit tighter view, as I said, and you don't see as much. But other than that, the fun part is still the same. I enjoy it no matter whether I do it this way or in VR. Now here we are halfway through the race, approximately, and we caught up to that newer Porsche that we hope, are going to be able to pass again, just like we did in VR. And we pass them again here in the tunnel. There we go. Now we just got to hammer down. We got the pedal to the metal. I tell you, these guys are really fast. They are no slouches. I mean, whether you're playing VR or third person, it doesn't seem to make a difference. They go fast. But they're not fast enough for the Opafed. Now, if I remember correctly, when I drove this in VR, this guy was second, and there was one more guy in front of him. Now, mind you, when you drive, you could drive the same race 3 times in a row, and the cars are not going to be in the same position. They're going to be in different formations. So I could be totally off track with this, but I think he's the second lead car. So we'll wait and find out and see. That's what it was in this race that I did in VR, just published before this one is going to be coming down. Anyhow, if you'd like to check that out, check out my channel and go in and look, and you can see the one with the Porsche. It's just called Porsche 911 GT3 Road Car in VR. This one is not in VR. And now we're starting our 4th lap. I take it. The sun is going down. I don't see any more cars on the track, so we'll see if we hurry, if we can find. We found that other car, I think, in the other race, right near the end of the 4th lap. So we're a little ways away from the end of the 4th lap. If he's going to, no, we're catching him earlier. Look at that. Look at that. And he is in the same spot again. Now we're going to find out if it's the same car. I can't remember what make it was. We'll see. He was very hard to get by because he was very fast. Very fast. No, I think I was mistaken. I think it was in this tunnel where I passed him last time. Yeah. This time I'm not even going to catch him. I'm going to have to really work to try and win this race because he looks like, well, we're catching up to them now. As I've mentioned many times, these guys really like to slow down around the corners. And if you got a car that corners as well as this Porsche, wow, I tell you, you don't have to slow down too much. You know, and it's easier to catch up to these guys. But we got almost a full lap to go and I'm still behind him. This is just an absolutely awesome race. I forgot how much fun it was driving in third person. This is just fantastic. Now I do race some other games in third person. They don't have VR, you know, so you don't have a lot of choice, but there is no other game out there like Gran Turismo, I can tell you that. It is absolutely fantastic. Here we are in coming up to our last lap as the sun is slowly sinking into the hills. We're going to see if we can pass him here, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. Bugatti or something, I'm not sure what that was. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. The one, and there again, when you're in VR, you can see them in your rearview mirror. Now in third person, you have to change your view. I don't like to do that during the video. I think it ruins the atmosphere and the feel to all of a sudden look back. If you're doing it when you're playing, it's okay, but not if you're watching a video. I like to see the guy going straight forward and ripping down the road and getting that checker flag, which is what the Opafed's looking for. Well, I tell you, we are halfway through the last lap and we're almost done. It's absolutely awesome. Now it's not as realistic as VR. Not as realistic. I think I still like VR better, but I tell you, I have no problems doing racing like this either. Just as much fun. Just as much fun, just as enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it too. It was an awesome race, you know. Thanks a lot for sticking around, and hope to see you back at Opafed Gaming again real soon. We're almost at the end, and I'm going to sign off. Until the next time, you've been racing with the Opafed.